How is a man with 10% of a brain able to function normally? What did 16th century Arctic explorers eat that made their skin fall off? Why did Columbus think the Earth had a nipple, like a breast? Learn the history behind these stories and well over 100 more in my new book, Facts That Aren't True. Check out my other book, too. Link in the description. I suppose we can go in order with spin. Do you remember when the flat earthers created a documentary and they proved that spin was happening at 15 degrees per hour?
Are they still flat earthers?
Yeah.
And how did they prove it was spinning?
With a ring laser gyroscope, it detected 15 degrees of rotation per hour.
So flat earthers got to do it for you guys?
So you're acknowledging that they did do an experiment that proved it?
Yeah, and something says it's 15 degrees. You can't prove it's the Earth. How do you do that?
Because that's what the ring laser gyroscope was able to measure. It maintains its angular momentum, but then it shifts relative to its surroundings. That's caused by the Earth.
Morley detect motion of the Earth.
The Michelson-Morley experiment was designed to see if Earth is moving through the luminiferous ether. Yeah. It didn't detect movement through the luminiferous ether because there's no such thing as the luminiferous ether.
Okay, so no movement. All right. You want to
not through the luminiferous ether, no, but that's not what spin is.
So you're saying it's going through space, right?
Yeah, that's not what spin is.
All right. Can you tell me what space is, outer space? What's the properties of it?
Well, it's pretty big and empty. I would start there.
So devoid of matter?
Quite devoid of matter, yeah.
All right. So we've left the scientific realm when we go into this place, right?
No, because we have gone there and we've studied it.
Science is the study of the material world or nature.
That's fucking cute. So space is part of the material world can just mean the universe. We've gone there and we've studied it.
If there is no matter there, there's no material.
That's precious.
Yeah,
what is there between air molecules?
So you believe in nothing.
What is there between air molecules?
You believe in nothingness?
Yeah, so the question is, what is there between air molecules?
You're supposed to be proving a globe. Why are you asking me?
Yeah, so the question is, what is there between air molecules?
Hey, you want to go learn about flat Earth, there's plenty other lives you can do that in. Here, you prove a globe, or I drop you.
Yeah, I'm in the process of doing that. What's between air molecules?
You're asking me questions. I can prove it's flat. I don't have to ask you nothing.
So the answer to what is there between air molecules is nothing.
So
the study of air is the study of nothing, apparently.
Space, not scientifically.
What is there between air molecules?
What is there?
Empty space.
Oh, really? Prove that.
Boom roasted.
Get you in the big box. How do you prove that?
How do I prove that between air molecules there isn't anything?
Yeah.
Are you saying that if you have a container, 100% of all the space in the container is filled with atoms? That's very silly of you.
Saying there's energy. There's energy everywhere. There's no such thing as no thing. This is blind faith. This is a religion you have, bud.
You keep moving the goalpost in ways that are really cute. It's cute.
Ask me questions, and then don't like the answers.
That's what you're doing. So we established that between air molecules there is nothing, and you disliked it so much they had to just change your rhetoric and be like, herder, you believe in a religion. No,
you're cooked, bud.
That's great. I did get sunburned today, so you are correct, actually.
Yeah. And now you're getting extra crispy.
No, I don't think so.
All right. So you don't have any proof of a globe.
So you admitted that flat earthers proved spin. Your rhetoric about space was completely void, like space is.
The stars spin.
You want to talk about curve next?
The sun, the moon, the stars, they spin. I admit that. You're right.
Everything in the universe has angular momentum. You are correct.
So how much does the Earth curve?
How much?
Yeah.
I don't know the formula for a circle off the top of my head.
Unbelievable.
But the Earth has a circumference of 40,000 kilometers.
Guys?
Say that again.
Aren't you like one of the leading Glober guys?
On this platform, I'm pretty high up there, I think, yeah.
Yeah, and you don't even know the model?
I'm telling you, I don't know the formula off the top of my head. I don't need to know the formula off the top of my head to demonstrate.
This is the best you got?
What would you like me to tell you about?
How fast is the Earth spinning, since you believe in that, too? Do you know that?
15 degrees per hour, which the flat earthers proved.
All right. How many
they made a documentary about it. Huh?
How many miles per hour would that be?
A rotating sphere doesn't have a fixed speed because, by virtue of its shape, its angular momentum is different everywhere.
If 1,038 at the equator, that'd be wrong?
That would be approximately correct.
But it doesn't have miles per hour. So which one is it?
You don't measure rotation in miles per hour. That doesn't make any sense.
Per minute, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
1 revolution per day.
Yeah. And so how fast is it going around the sun? Do you know that? Would that be a revolution?
In a way, I guess. It changes because that's the nature of elliptical orbits, but on average, it's around 65,000. I don't know if it's miles per hour or kilometers per hour, one of the two. I'm literally giving you the numbers you're asking for.
Come up here and told me about flat earthers. That's all you had.
I'm literally answering every question that you're throwing to me.
Done this, bud?
Say that again.
Why hasn't science proved the globe?
So with the ring laser, with the globe, that's actually really easy to do. An Eratosthenes experiment gives you predictions that come true under a globe model. None of those predictions have ever come true under a flat Earth model. Huh?
Psychics.
You clearly have not even the first clue about how science works. And it's going to be really funny to watch you fail to tell the audience.
Yeah,
so tell us anything about how the scientific process works.
It didn't curve yesterday. It's not spinning. It's not curving.
I didn't ask you if the Earth spins. What I asked you was if you could tell us how science works.
There, I'm trying. Maybe, I guess there's a language barrier, so I'll try to put it in terms you can understand.
Do you know how science works?
Settled science. It should already be settled science, but it's not. Here we are. And you don't have any proof.
I didn't know you muted me. When did you do that?
Was you talking this whole time, Planet?
No, I just wasn't paying attention to the microphone
That's
thing.
probably why you're not very smart. You don't pay attention very good.
Do you have the first clue about how science works?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
How do you do a scientific experiment?
Yeah, that's the question. Go ahead.
What must it be to be a law?
Yeah, go ahead, Dance Monkey. Tell us.
All right, and then I'm going to drop you because you ain't got a clue.
Says the guy that can't describe the basics of science.
I'll go ahead and tell them, Planet. Good job, buddy. You didn't do anything.
Basics of science.
I'll go ahead and tell them, Planet. Good job, buddy. You didn't do anything. All right. Yeah, science has to be observable, testable, and repeatable, which the globe is not. This is why we are flat earthers. Who we got next? Solovino. How's it going, man?
Hey, that was a great debate. That was a great debate you just had. I just had a quick question. Your parents weren't brother and sister, were they?
Yeah, I think they might have been somewhere down the line. Next, who else we got here?